Howdy, 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 my name's Anachi Sasuke, welcome back to Let's Read Homestuck. Now, this one's going to be going up a little bit later than usual for multiple reasons, but the primary reason is I wasn't actually going to do any videos today. I was going to take a personal day to do other things, and then come back tomorrow after I find out how many things YouTube turned off for me last night, because I don't know how many things I've lost yet other than ad revenue. However, I went to my local corner store and found out that they sell Faygo there. And then I also found that there's a metal cover of a Homestuck song towards the end of the comic went up on YouTube at the beginning of the month. That I'll probably link in the description because it was a really good cover. So I figured those are probably some signs that I should at the very least do a Homestuck episode today, if not both Homestuck and Let's Read the SP Foundation Wiki. So, in the last episode, all this was happening. We got Beck Noir and male woman, Beck male woman? We got weird Lord English Spade Slick Jack Noir, and then we got Spade Slick over here with the Lord English stick, and then we got Dirk over there. We got a hunk of candy corn that I just remember why there's a hunk of candy corn, because that also got jammed in there. And here's some dialogue. Oh, now it's Sprite log. Okay. Hey, weirdo. Yes, Mr. Dude. Be advised I'm only contacting you as a last resort. I stand so advised, or afloat I should say, on my ripped as fudge little ghost tail. Yo, pardon me, but did you know that when I flex my tail, it makes this big veiny bulge kind of like a bicep? Yeah. I'm doing it now, in fact. Does it bother you? Maybe you should order me to stop. In fact, I command you to order me to stop. I order you to stop. Wow, bossy much? What can I do for you, Dirk? I've tried to get in touch with others to no avail. No answer from Jake or Roxy, and Jane only responded with "Cease reproduction!" in red letters, which, whatever that means. Then she blocked me. I'm afraid she might have snapped. Yes, isn't it great? I mean, aside from the fact that she's insane and evil. Huh? She's one of the few organic beings who will ever realize perfection. Miss Crocker is now a vessel for a cunning, malicious artificial intelligence whose neuronetronics and ontology buffers and stuff like that have somehow managed to far surpass even my own. Clearly she has procured maximum advantage from her apprenticeship under me. Although I must admit, not even I and all my hypercognitive percipients was quite aware that said tutelage was even taking place. One must inviolably deduce via tons of math that this is because I am just that clop darn strong at mentoring, even on an involuntary basis. I am so proud of her. Okay, all that bullshit aside, what's this about her becoming evil? The thing about Jane becoming evil is, in the process of achieving perfection, it seems there is a I think that's supposed to be ludicrously high probability that she has become evil. Does that answer your question? No? How is becoming evil achieving perfection? Admittedly, it is a blemish, but only a very small one. Her imperfect meat mind has been fully fiddling hijacked by a supercomputer, and that is the operative transmutation here. To such exceptional beings of class and breeding as she and I, considerations of morality and alignment are trifling details. Why? Why what? Why do I keep going along with these ironic AI conversations? They've gotten even worse now that you're half creepy troll. Sir listen. Here is a comparison that your dreary finite wad of gray matter might be able to process. Like, say you've got a bod. You are a paragon of physical excellence. You could then either be oiled up or not. See what I mean, good dude? No? You could flex your brawn while wearing either a sweaty pair of briefs or a snug human banana hammock. Such minutia does not change the fact that you are a tip-top beefcake maxed out buff ways. I hate everything you have to say about all topics, especially muzzles. The stuff I have cited which are commonly associated with your/our Earth bodybuilders are but Picayune? I don't know how to say that word. Technicalities, just as considerations of good and evil are to aristocratic, sexy cyber gods such as myself and our imperial heiress, of whom neither you nor I are particularly worthy. Are you following any of this, Vitamin D? Can you just tell me what's going on over there? Nothing much. Just enjoying the good life, one which quite luxuriously involves both having a corporeal body and not being dead. I have been delighting myself with some truly kick-bottom internal monodialogues. Did you know that? Even though technically I knew this already, I find myself astounded to meditate upon the fact that human beings are capable of lactation? Isn't that incredible, Dirk? I mean, When one really thinks about it, to have such convenient access to fresh milk, the mere thought of it, I must say it puts a little giddy up in my phantom legs, and yet, I must admit the notion of lactic discharge jetting from one's swollen pectoral masses, it strikes me as positively indecorous. My horse guy Robosweat is running cold just pondering the depravity of it. Yet fascinatingly, this ability only manifests itself in human females, as opposed to how one would reasonably expect dairy to originate, which is from the corpulent udder of a sublimely chiseled male muscle beast, or failing that, certain species found within the butler genus. As a former simulation of a human who has recently been given reason to have hella opinions on milk production, I think the way females have cornered this boon is the height of biological injustice. Have you ever dwelt upon this cruelty, dude Esquire? Your silence speaks volumes to your interest, so I will keep talking about this a lot. I will have to confess that my Alternian half boggles at the anatomical incongruities between our races with respect to dairy secretion. Really, he had no idea that's what those were for. Female trolls, of course, have them as well, but they're certainly not meant for supplying the young with nourishment. Actually, and this trivia will surely wet your whistle for additional such facts, those voluptuous anatomical features have a number of significant purposes biologically speaking. I shall now explicate for you these purposes in assiduous detail. I don't want to hear any of this. But why, Lord Bro? I was just about to pony up the boob facts. There is a 100% probability that you would have been thrilled to hear my... exegesis? On troll knockers. It might have been an interesting subject to talk about another time with a different person, but that's not now, and it sure isn't with you. Dude, that is ice cold. I would be hurt if I were not a flawless machine fused with haughty nobility. If you don't wish to hear my epic mono-dialogue on alien bazongas, I'm not sure what else I can do to entertain you. You are seriously hoof-cuffing my material here. Pretty demanding if you ask me, but as your mystical guide, I suppose it is my duty to manufacture small talk if that's what you really want. What about fine art? We could talk about that. Dirk, did you know the sweaty troll guy who I used to be and still kind of am used to adore fine art? He was just like you and me in that sense. It seems I have a lot in common with myself. If you can ever manage to get over yourself, I would highly recommend being me. Or at least something like me. Maybe somewhere there is a dead troll out there just waiting for you to merge with him. I wasn't asking you to make small talk, or to hear about all the ways you've managed to shit around wasting time. Believe it or not, I was hoping you would describe the tactical situation there. Sounds boring. Are you sure you don't want to talk about paintings of big naked horse monsters and such? Yes, you got me. I would love to have a long talk about horse nudes and xenobreasts with you. Unfortunately, I'm wearing pantaloons and flying through the middle of goddamn nowhere. Pantaloons, you say? Panta-fucking-loons. Sir, are you implying that you are not dressed appropriately for a discussion of high culture? Because it seems to me you could not be dressed more appropriately if you tried. I respectfully disagree. Where are you? I don't know. Way out in space. I'm flying back there now. How long do you suppose it will take you to get back? I'm not sure. A pretty good while. Never mind. I've triangulated your location and velocity using long-range sensor technology and probably also some sprite magic. You did? Hey, Dirk. Remember how whenever I dubiously claimed to have triangulated something, it was always this great play on words? Not really, because I was just a pair of triangles. But not anymore. I know, because I have this rocket new torso. Cool. How long do your calculations say it will take me to get back? Exactly a little more than 3 hours. Damn it. Additional sweeps from my strong lasers are telling me that there are a few other people on the periphery of the session closing in at a similar rate. Who? Just some dudes. What are all you doing way out there and wearing pantaloons, by the way? Or what are you doing all the way out there and wearing pantaloons? Let's not talk about the pantaloons anymore. Roxy and I became god tiers, but I don't remember exactly how. Then I saw the Batter Witch, so I charged her with my sword so as to ruin her shit. That's when some crazy wolf girl appeared and punched me in the face, and then I think she teleported me out here. That was Evil Jade. Evil Jade? Yes. You mean Jake's grandmother? Yes. She's evil too. Yes. Is there anyone not evil? Yes. Guess what? Yes, anyone here is not evil. That is to say, there exist people here who are not evil, such as Dave. Dave is not evil, to my knowledge. Dave? Didn't I mention Master Dog? Our mutual bro is here. That is, right here. With me. We're kind of in the process of chilling together at the moment. No, you didn't mention that, actually. That would have been a pretty fucking important thing to mention up front, don't you think? As opposed to stringing me along with all that atrocious lactation bullshit. Yes, I guess I did kind of bury the lead there. Maybe I just wanted to talk. We never talk, Dirk. You are without a doubt the shittiest mystical guide anyone has ever had. I'm not sure about that. Dave says he had a similarly shitty guide once. Do you remember our puppet, Dirk? Cal? Yes. What kind of stupid question is that? How could I forget the Seaman? He was a true friend, which is more than I can say for some people. A good friend in the plush, yes, but as a sprite, he was apparently insufferable. See, you don't realize how lucky you are to have a guide like me. Cal was his sprite? Yes, for a while. Then Dave went back in time and became one himself. Now he's part bird. Did I mention he's part bird? No? Again, that's the exact kind of information that should be appearing higher up in our conversations. Of course, this means he's not the real Dave. Dave's sprite served as real Dave's sprite, but he is only the unreal version of Dave insofar as I'm the unreal version of you, by which I mean a much more improved version. I must say, while the troll part of me doesn't give a silly freaking shoot about any of this, the part of me that splintered from you has found the brotherly reunion to be everything which you and I dared not imagine and more. Bird Dave and I are getting along famously and strengthening our familiar bonds like a sweet pair of mother... I feel our kinship goes beyond genetics, though. We are misfits, estranged. He from Dave's alpha timeline, I from Dirk's alpha soul. A two-man menagerie of sideshow freak-ups together at last, flexing and flapping, fraternally and eternally. I don't get it. Are you trying to rub this in my face or something? Nay, brah. Or braj. As your buff mystical guide / personal trader, I am suggesting that if you were willing to contact me as a matter of last resort, you might want to at least consider reaching out to him as well. It sounds like you've already cornered the market on this reunion shit. Wouldn't I just be a third wheel? I didn't mean Bird Dave. I meant real Dave. Oh. He's there too? Not with us. He is here though, somewhere. You should message him. It's not like you don't have a few hours to kill. What else are you going to do out there? Pick at your pantaloon wedgies? I don't know. Messaging him out of nowhere sounds like it could be awkward. Yes, I can't imagine it won't be. At least at first. This isn't how I thought it would go. What would I even talk about? I advise you talk about your interests. Like dairy, livestock, fine art, and muscles. Those are your interests. Good point. I advise you talk about my interests. The hell? Oh, right. What's happening? What do you mean? What? I can't understand you. Are you just cursing non-stop now? Hello? Wow! Those cool new cartridge features have exploded onto your desktop computer once again. Now we're talking. This is some serious Web 2.0 shit right here. Maybe even Web 3.0, dare you say? No, let's not get carried away. It isn't that cool. But wait, look! Another 3 options to pick from! The carousel of choice spins round and round, while the dervish of free will starts whirling his ass off. It's making you dizzy with empowerment. And Nausea. Wait a minute. Phooey, you scream at the top of your lungs. Hold on. Phooey! You scream at the top of your lungs. More of this annoying stardust is clogging up the UI, rendering all choices useless except for one. So much for Web 2.0, you gripe like a douche. Might as well be reading interactive media in the Stone Age, you add, making sure everyone nearby can hear you. Maybe later it'll clear up. Until then, you click the only working option and trudge listlessly through the one-dimensional narrative. Just like the early settlers used to before they had toilets and cures for stuff. Okay, so it looks like there's things happening in these, certainly. I just can't click it in. But I can click that one. Her imperious condescension has duly noted your ridiculous tantrum. Now take your Welsh sword. Why? Since you have obviously been identified as the one who must deal English's fatal blow, we will need to make sure you're battle-ready. And you do not seem very battle-ready to me, Dave. Show me what you can do. Wait, since when could you use a sword? Also, what's up with that dumb sword? I will not hear another word of such appalling slander about this fine weapon. It's colorful and it's silly and it's a sword. End of story. As for why I can wield it, I surpassed the need for a stripe specialist quite some time ago. How? Haven't you climbed any more god tiers over the last few years? What were you even doing on that meteor? Oh, yeah, no, I climbed a few, yeah. Which badges do you have with your kitty camper handy sash? Which ones do you have? I asked you first. Show me your badges and you can see mine. I want to scope out this universal specialist badge that sounds pretty cool, actually. Dave, we both know neither the kitty camper handy sash nor the badges sewn into it are real objects. Oh yeah. It's pretty easy to forget sometimes, though. Yeah. I think we're getting sidetracked by the kitty camper shit. Are you really suggesting that we can do an actual sword fight right now, like for training purposes? Is that a John? Because that figure doesn't look like it's a John figure. Why not? Our Empress can hardly have a knight with such rusty combat skills in her service. Will you cut it out with the evil jade baloney? I'm not going to fight you. My rooftop dueling days are over. On guard! Ugh. Even if we just went balls out jackass bananas with our swords here, I mean, realistically, how much appreciable advancement in my battle skills would even result from that? Are you actually thinking this through, or just going through the vaguely nefarious motions that come with the territory of being evil dog Jade? I want to go through the vaguely nefarious notion of kicking your ass in a minute if you don't put up your dukes. Yeah, you probably will. You'll probably annihilate me worse than my bro used to. Don't you have all your dog's insane powers and, like, god-tier space powers on top of all that? How exactly am I supposed to compete with that? By using your time trickery! Come on, Dave, do your timey thing! Get creative, make lots of copies of yourself or something! Outsmart me! No! Yes! Okay, here I go. Wait. Nah. Dave, just try a little time travel to get this fight started. See, look, one of your time doubles is surely predestined to come from a few minutes in the future and appear behind me for a surprise attack right about now. No, wait. Right now. Dave, why is your future self being such a wet blanket? I told you, I'm not time traveling. I think I'm giving it up for good, actually. Is that another John appearing behind John? That face, though. I'm serious. The thing is, being a time guy, like actually mastering time travel, I'm pretty sure what that involves is learning to never use it. See, it's like karate. Well, it's more like what they say about karate, that you learn it so you don't use it. But I mean, we all know the truth about karate is if you know karate, then obviously reality used it all the time, like doing lethal fucking crane kicks and sweet karate chops while walking down the street just because you can. It's a goddamn no-brainer that's what you do with karate. But see, with time travel, all the stuff about learning it so you don't have to use it is true. There's no good that can come of it. You can crunch the logic on loops all you want, but all you're doing is painting yourself into a corner. Creating inevitabilities you have to rehearse or enact or face your death for yourself or everyone you know. And sometimes facing death is the very inevitability you have to rehearse, and then you wait and wait, knowing it's coming and knowing it has to happen. How do you think it made me feel when we were gathering up all those frogs, and I knew the whole time, in a little while you would have to watch me get shot, but I couldn't say anything or it would mess it all up. All because I thought it would be cool to be Marty McFucking-Fly. But instead of shredding Johnny B. Good on guitar to get my parents to bang, my crowning performance was doing a funny dance while getting pumped full of lead. Then I had to leave everyone behind and get into the DeLorean and return to the 1980s, but the DeLorean was actually a big purple moon, and the 1980s was me accidentally reaching God tier and living on a shitty meteor for a while. And I guess Rose was Doc Brown. Doc Brown accidentally reached God tier too. Okay, I guess this is where the analogy falls apart, but you get what I mean. Sorry, Dave, you lost me there after the part where I shot you. Damn. Okay, let me start over. Oh my god, no. The fact is, you're going to have to rely on those powers if you want to stand any chance against a Lord of Time. It is safe to expect he can only be challenged by someone with similar command over the aspect. Why is that safe to expect? Where are all these presumptions coming from? If you can use swords, why don't you take that Welsh cue ball sword and fight him yourself? I bet you could fuck him up. You're probably even more extra strong now that you've succumbed to the bark side. Did you ever think about that? Dave, I am perfectly aware of the awesome powers granted to me by the bark side. It does not matter. I can't be the one to wield your sword against English. It has to be you. It is the will of the Empress, and that's final. The Empress can suck it. I have no intention of fighting him, and this isn't even me pulling more lame, self-aware, reluctant hero junk. I am just straight up not going to do it. See, that's not reluctance, it's just petulant refusal on my part. Reluctant hero shit is when guys are like, the guy's like, oh shucks, I don't know if I wanna, but deep down we all know he really does, but I really don't. Why should I? I don't give a damn about Lord English or his nebulous atrocity out in nowhere space. What kind of villain is someone you've never met who hardly did anything evil to you or your friends directly? Or even to anyone in your universe for that matter, other than through some vague, insidious influence? Who even is this guy, and why should I hate him? Am I really supposed to be pissed off at a green muscle monster I never met? Because I ain't pissed off at no muscle monster. Hell, wasn't he in some ass-backwards way responsible for us existing in the first place? Or all of humanity, for that matter? Maybe I should thank him before chopping him up via Welsh caliber. As her eye twitches while two Johns do something. Bicker, 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 complain. Yap, yap, yap. Complain. Jeez, you sure have some issues. Honestly, it has become very tiresome listening to this sort of thing. I thought Dave's Sprite had problems. His issues I could kind of understand. I thought you might be different, being the Alpha Dave and all, but no. You might be even more messed up inside than he was. What? Why are you dragging that guy into this? What happened with you and him anyway? None of your business. It kinda is. He's burned me. That clearly means I have a right to know. That doesn't make any sense. You said he had issues. What issues? Ah! Forget I mentioned it. Was he talking shit about me the whole time or something? I know he resents me for being the real Dave. Don't say that, you aren't the real Dave! Well, you are, but phrasing it like that is so mean! He's just as real as you, and when you imply that he isn't, you sound like a jerk. Man, I knew it. I knew he was poisoning your view of me all those years, and I wasn't there to say anything or defend against his slander, so now of course you think I'm a neurotic douche. The only reason I think you're a neurotic douche is because you're acting like one now. Yeah, but I only started acting like a neurotic douche like halfway through this conversation. You clearly had an axe to grind with me from the start, and I want to know why! What did I ever do to deserve this shit from you? You broke my heart! What? I did? When? Okay, not you, Dave Sprite did, but you're basically the same guy. Whoa, no way, that's such an unfair characterization. We are completely different dudes. You just said you had a right to know what happened between us because, and I quote, he's bird me. No, I know, I was playing the he's bird me card because it was convenient to whatever it was I was saying at the time. Forget what point I was making when I said that. Ugh. But that's not the point I'm making now. He and me are just crazy different, yo. He's got fucking wings. He also presumably takes a dump and lays eggs out in the same ghostly hole. Ew, man, why'd I have to go there? Okay, if he broke up with you or whatever, that was because of his dumb bird issues, not my issues. There's no way I would have done that to you. My issues are totally different and probably way more serious. I don't see anyone ordering him to master time travel or trying to palm brittle Welsh swords off on him, do you? Nobody's telling him he's got to murder the Incredible Hulk. Did you tell him he's got to murder the Incredible Hulk, Jade? No, I think not. Dave, I did my best to put all this behind me a long time ago. I did not come here to dredge up any of this drama with you. Besides, such behavior is unbecoming of her condescension's loyal subordinates. You can be stubborn all you want, but I will force you to comply with her wishes one way or another. It'll be quite easy, actually. All you'll have to do is target the people you care about most. Hey, what are you doing? Don't you dare touch the mayor. He's a very cute mayor. It therefore pains me to have to do this. Get away from him! Doof. I thought she was going to stab him. As Dave does the no thing and dives. He can fly? Got you. I got you. I'm not letting you go. No, never again. I got you, Mayor. Never again. It's okay. Everything will be okay. I have you. You're safe and sound now. It's all going to be all right. It's okay. I won't let her hurt you, Mayor. No. Never again. You're fine now. You're okay. That was close, so close. But I'm here. I'm here, Mayor. I'm here for you, and I'm never letting go, I promise. When this is all over, let's run away together. Just you and me, and we can build a Cantown. A real Cantown. And we'll live there, together, alone, all by ourselves, and forget this nightmare ever happened. Everything's gonna be fine, Mayor. It'll be okay. Okay. Shh. Shh. Why is being a bad guy so hard? Neck. Hang on, man. I gotta take this. Wonder who this will be. Mayor, I'll just be a second with this, I promise. What? Who is this? Can't understand a thing you're saying. Is this Dave Sprite? Dave Sprite, yo, if that's you, we should probably talk soon about stuff. What? What about my bro? Dude, listen, I can't talk now. Flying over some lava with the mayor? What mayor? Oh shit, you aren't up to speed on who the fucking mayor? On the fuck, mayor? What's... That's so wrong. You gotta meet the mayor. Anyway, let's talk another time when there's less glitchy bullshit. Later, bro. Wait. It got even worse. Wow! That was a cool new card, blah 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 blah. The dirt is a free will can kiss your ass, you grumble through a double facepalm. The UI is still seized up with ugly, jittering artifacts. At least this time a different path is available, it would seem. You guys shall click the only working option and resign yourself to a straightforward, choiceless procession through the story as usual. Linear as she goes, you grouse as you click the Kanaya button. Web 2.0, more like Web 2.0. You're starting to wish the internet was never invented. I think I'm gonna, I'll do the Kanaya one in the next episode. Should be interesting. And then in the next episode, we'll hit the Kanaya one. That looks nice. And we'll hit this one, which looks less nice. And this one that no longer looks nice that we already read. So, this has been Anashi Sasuke. This is episode 125 of Let's Read Homestuck. Hopefully I'll label that the right way this time, because I messed up yesterday. If you liked it, a like and a subscribe will be groovy. If you didn't, you don't need to do either one of those things. And I'll see y'all in the next one. Later.